Hey, Lex here. So, we finally have a resolution on the trade block, and we're going to go over that news, and then we'll talk about why it's just so, disappointing to see this from EA. I was mad when they first came out with this, and then, it just turns to disappointment, right? At the overall progression of this game, with 24 being a make or break year for them to do something like this. Obviously, they do it in 23 to lessen the blow because everybody's like, oh, well, maybe they'll bring it back for 24, which I guess is the last string of hope that we can rely on. Let's go over the news and talk about it, all right? Ultimate Team trade block update. To ensure fair play for all players, the trade block in Ultimate Team will be permanently gated for the remainder of Madden 23. Check out the article for more information on the rules of Ultimate Team. The article says nothing. Permanently gated for the remainder of Madden 23. Now, they didn't say it's gone forever. They didn't say maybe it's gone to 24. And at the end of this video, maybe I will offer solutions for maybe things they can do instead of just taking it away from us. Because the trade block, this is something unique to Madden. Right? We don't see this in any other Ultimate Team game mode. It's something that is here for us that's been there since Mutt started out. And other they don't have it anymore in other modes. And I don't know why EA wants to take something unique and different about their game and get rid of it to turn this back into generic Ultimate Team trash. Right? You should want things that are separators from your competitors. And it just makes no sense to me why you can't work around this whatsoever. Because we saw with Madden Mobile, right? They had one of the biggest apps on the entire planet back when they had Auction House. I think they had trading. I didn't play Madden Mobile, but it was always one of the top apps in the world, right? Now it's literally just all pay to win, right? There's almost nothing to grind for without money. The rewards, just like Madden right now, where we get our good rewards are our 96 plus. Today we got great rewards. And the cards we're also getting out of packs are 99, right? Limited time RAM check. So it saddens me to see that console is taking a page out of mobile and removing features from their game to help us play the market, right? Because, what's the population of mobile right now? You cannot recommend that game to anybody, right? Look at the featured page. Outside of one pack, two. Well, you can only pull this once. 2 packs, because it's here. It's all money packs, right? It's all money packs. You can't even buy bundles with coins anymore. So it's just an evolution of the game mode downwards, okay? It just seems so frustrating to me. And other people are like, oh, I don't care the trade block's gone, doesn't affect me. Yeah, but just because something doesn't affect you doesn't mean it's not a big deal, right? I don't play solo challenges that much. I hate playing solo challenges every Saturday for Ultimate Legend tokens, right? Should I argue that solo should be gone, right? I made a post on Twitter, oh, solo should be gone because they'll totally give us more rewards for our dad. Anybody that thinks the trade block going away is going to give us better rewards are dumb as a box of rocks. EA is not going to do that. We've only seen them slide from auctionable rewards back in the 15-16 era, right? To NAT rewards where we can put them in sets from solos. Now it's B&D. You can't even put them in sets anymore to try and make auctionable cards. It's disgusting how we've slid in. And the trade block has had nothing to do with that, right? If you think this going away and this changing will increase rewards next year, I just don't know where you get your logic from. EA has shown to do that in none of their games. None of their games. That's not their corporate culture, okay? So, it was oh, but the trade block is only for, selling coins. Dude, I got these, prior to all the glitches this year, right? Where I didn't really need to trade cards, but, trading cards and trying them out on stream, maybe I'm just selfish about this. Maybe this just affects me more than other people, which is why I care. But, it saves me millions of coins being able to, if somebody randomly pulls a card, hey, you want to borrow for stream, try it out? Yeah, then I do that. And I think it's fun. It's great. Other people do it for squads. They lend their friend, right? And if EA's so concerned about, transferring of coins for the trade block, just make it when you transfer, an LTD, right? Which is the big way that people transfer coins. Just make them quick sell for, 5 training, okay? There's ways of doing that. You can just cut it out, right? Just like you took our sets when they were pulling out 1/2 training when they were NAT, down to 1/4. Now they're paying out 1/8 training on a lot of these sets now when we do them, complete them, and get the undercards. So there are things that you can do to manipulate the trade block to change it over or put a limit. Oh, you can only trade 3 cards back and forth a day, right? So you can borrow them, or you can trade 3 cards a day to cut down a lot of this. There's many options you can do other than just like gating it and getting rid of it completely for 23 and into 24. Right? So the other thing is like, their big excuse, right? It's just something we've seen over the years. Fair play for all players. It's so frustrating and hypocritical when they say that, right? The reason why they shut down the trade block is because a YouTuber, and it wasn't the first one to do it, is talk about farm accounts, but it's one that they pay attention to, right? About going on a farm account and trading over eggs, okay? Shut down the trade block because of that. And they're like, yeah, it's not fair play because somebody can have multiple accounts. But like, here's the thing about fair play. This game's not fair. Madden has never been fair in Ultimate Team, okay? You want to know why? Because again, somebody with money can just pay to win, right? The fact that they're restricting farm accounts, right? If people have more time than money, they're like, oh, how dare you? How dare you get a good squad because you like playing our game, right? The trade block was great because people wanted to play Madden more to get more rewards. The fact that you don't provide them in-game is why people had to resort to this. And it's not fair. People like me who can spend money on the game, our squads are not fair to people who can't have time. Now they're locked in the 96 plus rewards that they hope are good. They hope, or they got to work the auction house, and then EA bans them for working the auction house too much because guess what? It's not keeping things fair. Because even though they bought within the price limits that you put in the game last year, you'll still ban them because you're incompetent, right? Or using the app. You'll ban people for using the app too. Is that fair? It's not. It's inherently a not fair game. The fact that they keep telling us that it's a fair game and they got to keep things fair is an insult to our intelligence. And it makes no sense, right? Gating it for 23. The game's basically, what do we got? Golden tickets, rookie premieres. They want people to have rookie premieres going into 24. Like, it's just so frustrating to get rid of it when, like, what's the harm with 23 being over? Like, what truly is the harm? I just don't understand any of their goddamn logic. I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And there's so many things that are not fair about this game too, right? Like old gens had like a field goal block exploit for a few years now. They haven't fixed it. Is that fair that some people know how to block every field goal by spamming right trigger? I really don't think so. So like my biggest concern is like this is just the first step and slide into taking away more and more, right? We've already had it. Rewards have slid down solos, right? Weekend league, people are very frustrated about that. And now, like, what's next? Like, oh, yeah, people are posting cards weirdly on the auction house. Let's go ahead and take away that. Let's go to full Madden mode. You just love football, right? You're forced into playing NFL football. You have to play our game. You got no other alternative. So you got no auction house. Too bad, dude. And you got that, like, people like, oh, yeah, great job, EA. I hate when people make a profit on the auction house, right? Like, that's literally what it is, right? There are people out there that don't like when other people make a profit in the auction house, and they will argue for the elimination of the auction house. They're the worst. Do not listen to EA. I think we call them ball cuppers. All right? Because they'll argue for anything like it's good for the game. It's not good for the game. Them eliminating unique features of the game is terrible. And the people that think the elimination of the trade block is going to give us more rewards are just... I call them the dumbest motherfuckers on the platform. On Twitter. And it's if they argue that here on YouTube, the dumbest motherfuckers on YouTube also. Just overall, poor job, EA. It just, man, it sucks to see the game get like blatantly worse. Flat out, it's worse now than it was at the beginning of the year.